If somebody don't speak up, our liberty no longer exists. I've never done this before.
Rapture happened because some years ago I directed a film called Fresh Dressed about the history of hip-hop fashion, and it wound up making the rounds, and the good folks at Netflix acquired it, and I guess it performed and people appreciated it, and they invited us to pitch some additional ideas, and this was the idea we pitched. You know, before this, I was a music journalist, you know, writing for lots of magazines. I was the music editor at Vibe magazine, back when magazines had a real presence. So I had a real understanding of the access that I had when I was interviewing Bone Thugs and Harmony when no one had ever heard of them somewhere in Memphis, and the things that I got to see. I knew as a journalist, I had access that other people didn't have. And we believed that if we did a series that had the same kind of access, something like that for hip hop would be a fantastic idea for a program.
It's just an awesome idea. I thought that, you know, it was intriguing to go inside the lives and scratch beneath the surface on this diverse group of artists that are each in a different point and period in their lives and careers.
Well, with a platform as vast as Netflix, you want to be able to do something that's representative of where hip hop is globally. It's a global language. This gentleman obviously is, you know, we know him on so many different levels beyond just music. So it was an obvious choice for us. For T.I. to have a real conversation with Harry Belafonte, I mean, I don't think people really understand what that means. That to me is indicative of what the series is about. It's more than just music. It's about having a better understanding of the environment from which the music comes from. So in order to understand hip hop, you've got to understand the climate and the environment from which it was born.
The younger generation wants to be respected, and they feel that that respect comes from the disrespect of the former generation. This is another discussion that I've had a lot. Like for us, we actually had to go out there. The things that you hear me rapping about, these are things that I actually had to live through. You know what I'm saying? I had to go out here and do these things, and I earned the right to speak about them. For instance, let's say basketball players, right? LeBron James, Steph Curry, Kobe Bryant, Kevin Durant. The thing that they have in common with Dr. J and Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, whoever, Shaq or whoever it was, they went through the same steps of conditioning. They had to, you know, reach the same levels of success, so they know how hard it is. See, right now you have people discussing other people who haven't gone through these necessary steps that they've gone through, and you are critiquing their work when you ain't really walked their path. So these guys, this guy Lil Xan, I mean, he just has never really taken the time out. He's not aware of how much work actually went into making it where Pac made it, where Big made it. Right around here, there was a march going on. I parked my car, we hopped out, got right in it. I mean, most of our conversations are the fact that, you know, all the things that are happening right now that I feel is by design, you know what I'm saying? I think that guns is just as American as apple pie, stars, and stripes. We have been raised in this culture of gun violence, this culture of drug use, this culture of hip hop, like all of it, you know, is kind of cohesive in a sense in all of our entertainment and everything that we see that we grew up watching, whether it's Tom and Jerry or, you know, G.I. Joe or, you know what I'm saying? Everything was violent, everything was, you know, so I think that this is a result of that, and those are the conversations that we have. And I mean, that's why when people begin to talk about gun control and things like that, it's difficult when something has gone so far as this has to kind of like stop it. It's kind of like standing at the bottom of a mountain trying to say, okay, avalanche, you know what I'm saying? It's a very, very difficult thing to try to grasp a hold of.